Right, okay. Very good afternoon, everybody, when you come in. So, Newcastle United is the subject of today. After I've just watched Paul Ditchburn, fellow YouTube channel of The Toon Review, on about a few little bits and pieces. Now, our last game is coming up for Newcastle United. And in this last game, it's a must win. Personally speaking, my view is I want to win the game by as many goals as humanly possible. I want Newcastle United to have a party. And that's my honest opinion. Now, shortly when people start to filter in, I'm going to do a poll. I learned how to do a poll yesterday. Right. 2 people in. So, anyhow, Jason Tyndall and the rest of our players have got until Sunday to get themselves all fixed up. Now, the hope is, come Sunday, Newcastle United have scored 4 goals or higher. I want it to be a party against Everton, who had their last home game. Jordan Pickford, their goalkeeper. Yeah. Lots of people mock him. I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is this. Possibility we have Sven Botman back. And there's a possibility that, as I've said many, many times this season, build a brick wall in front of Nick Pope and allow Nick Pope to do his thing. So that's what I want to see. And the hope is, when I'm going to get to this in a moment, what Paul Ditchburn was saying in his live just earlier. The hope is we get rid of the old players. The Callum Wilsons, Sean Longstaff, Matt Targett, and others. We give a job, or we offer a job to the likes of Kieran Trippier to go behind the scenes into the coaching staff and help him to achieve his coaching badges. Would be epic. Now, what I'm thinking is this. Will Alexander Isak play on Sunday? Will he play? He has something wrong with him, but it's one last throw of the dice. A lot of people have spoken about Callum Wilson, who has come back to fitness, and apparently Callum Wilson has also done a video with High Performance. High Performance also did a video with Eddie Howe, and 2 hours worth of speaking to Eddie Howe. So I haven't seen Callum Wilson's video, not yet. Hey, hi. If you were to make a football-based business, what would you make? Well, here's the thing. On my GitHub, I have something called a carousel. Carousel's a picture, but that picture changes over 3 months. The next picture could be a website for Newcastle United, or it could be something different. And that's one of the things with the carousel I wanted to bring in. I wanted to know first, was it humanly possible? It is. It is humanly possible. So I wanted an NFT to bring utility to the table. The utility is images that do not stay static. They move. And they continue to move through a year. So there you go. And I have asked an expert. I emailed that expert earlier on to say to him, I like what he was doing last night. His video is about a month old, but I liked what he was doing. So the hope is, told him where to look. The hope is he looks. And do you know, going forward, right, you just saying there, a football-based business, yeah? 20 clubs in the Premier League. Of 20 clubs in the Premier League, who has a proper NFT for their club? There's 20 clubs, remember, and who will have an interchangeable NFT? Because as far as I'm aware, there's one, and that's Newcastle United. Everything goes to the club, every penny. Well, it's not pennies, it's cryptocurrency, but every single part goes to the club. It's just my name's attached to it. And it will forever remain attached to it. So here's one of the things, right? How many of us fans have been tired? Tired of FFP? Tired of PSR stopping our club moving forward? Me, for one. Many of my fellow YouTube channels, second, third, fourth, and carry on all the way through every single Newcastle United YouTube channel. And that's disappointing. You see, what we want to see, well, what I want to see personally, I was looking at the Chronicle. In the Chronicle, was talking about the up and coming transfer window. And in that, 100 million budget. How clickbait was that? Because I said, and you all know this because it's on video, Newcastle United spending 350 million. Why? Why would Newcastle spend that? Players cost money. Jonathan Davids of the French League is going to cost money. Brian Mbeumo from Brentford is going to cost money. Mark Gahey, who has been spoken about, is again going to cost money. How many players, right? I'll do a poll on this. Poll's coming new. Right. Any new plans? Think for a new season. New United. And you're going to get my guess in the poll. Okay, so I've just put a poll up. Hi, so-called Jody. Toon polls is the only polls count I wrote. Fair enough. So it'll only be that poll's going to last the whole video. Sorry, the whole live. Now, here's what I think. We need backup for Jacob Murphy, Brian Mbeumo. Yeah. We also need new keeper. Now, James Trafford being mentioned. Is there anybody else you can think of? And if you can think of a new potential keeper, stick it in chat. Because what I'm looking at, I said 350 million war chest. Okay? So what I'm looking at is how you spend 350 million quid. And I also said in the other live that the wage structure at Newcastle United has to change. It must. Otherwise, other teams are going to laugh. So, so AA says no. Yeah. Now, couple of things. Yeah. How much do you think Brian Mbeumo is going to cost? How much is Mark Gahey going to cost? And Jonathan Davids. How much do you think their price is going to be in the summer? Which is coming very, very quickly. Now, We have to get rid of players. The ones I've mentioned, Sean Longstaff, Callum Wilson, Matt Targett. Who would you like to see going to a new club? And we'll talk about that, because everything in here is Newcastle United and more. We haven't got to the more part yet, but we will. Because this Sunday, we win, we stay third. But we've got to score more than Chelsea on Sunday. We've got to score more than Aston Villa. I think there's a match tonight. Manchester City, Bournemouth. I think. But I'm not certain. And look what happened last night when Liverpool played Brighton. Nobody expected that, did they? So, yeah. Surprises. Premier League is full of it. Which is good. When we are rearranging the top half of the Premier League, Manchester United, Tottenham, well, they're down near the bottom. They only just scraped. And they were top 6. Now, you have Chelsea just behind Newcastle. Is it Chelsea, City, or is it Chelsea, Aston Villa? Let's have a little look. Let's get the old mobile phone out and have a look. So I'm going to look at the Premier League table. Right. So behind Newcastle is Chelsea. Exactly the same points, but they have to score 5 goals to overtake us. Aston Villa, again, 66 points. They can't overtake Newcastle United. Their goal difference is 58. So they can overtake Chelsea, but they're going to have a mission to do that. A free scoring mission in their last game. Now, we go back to the matches. What was the score eventually? So full time, Brighton won. So tonight, Crystal Palace and City and Bournemouth. So go back to the table. Oh, give me the table, man. Right. Give me the table. City, Manchester City, 65 points. We get 3 points versus Everton. They can't catch us. But we have to bang the goals in. It's imperative to get to 69 points. And I spoke about 69 points. Where is it? Where did I put it? Is it under there? Yes, it is. Yeah. I spoke about it here. Yeah. And where I thought Somebody was saying the other day, Benny was on about this and somebody else was on about it. It wasn't I didn't want second. What it was, we were playing Arsenal, who have been at the top almost all season. It's a hard place to go and win. It really is. Sometimes when you play in the cup, they'll change formation and rest players. So that was my thoughts. Plus, at the end of the day, my belief was, and it still is, we win against Everton and we claim third. The more goals we score against Everton, those behind have to score even more. And what they would have to do is what we did to Sheffield, which was a drubbing. That just to overtake us. So that's why my belief was we're going to finish in third place. Now, as I spoke to A&E before, yeah, in my GitHub, yeah, there is a carousel. It's an NFT carousel, so the image, what the person sees, is not always the same. It changes over a calendar year. And because of that, you're getting the picture, the image, you're getting website, you're getting a video of something that's happened at St James's Park on the pitch. Maybe, hey up road dog, what cryptos do I have the most faith in? Okay, the two biggest. I also have faith in BNB, Picoin. Dead easy. It's so easy with Picoin. You just tap your mobile phone once a day. And who is it? XRP. But the two biggest, yeah, I've got faith in them. And if you go back through my videos, you'll see a miner, which is loud. It was loud. Power cut in one day. Not one power cut, no, 5. Blew it. Fried the board. And I'll show you it. Just wait there a second. As you can see, yeah, right there. See the blackness? This is one of 3 boards. And the machine only does one thing and nothing else. You turn it on, you set it up, and it just sounds like 3 Hoovers running all the time. That's how loud it is. All it does while it's doing its work is maths, and that's it. It's doing a maths equation, and that's it. And that's what BTC is. That. So, yeah. Now, Ethereum, second largest. Ethereum has the capacity, it has the capacity to be worth more than the top dog. And the reason is because the top dog, BTC, well, that is 21 million. And that's it. After you the 20th 999,000 has been done. You can't bolt on another million. That's it. But some people have saying 2040. Maybe, don't know. But yeah, Ethereum has attached to it ERC20, which is in a lot of my videos. And in ERC20, you can create yourself. You just got to give the instructions. Similar to when I was creating apps, I told AI what I wanted. But we all know what the result of that was. Yeah? Error. But you don't get that with an ERC20. Once it is given the green light, it goes to be sold. That's it. Now, the person I contacted this morning has 20 years experience. Cool. And I made that person an offer this morning. I told him where to look, and the hope is he gets back to me and says that, and that. Check it. Because, like I said to him, creating an app costs money. It's not British money. No. It's American. Dollars. We can't take dollars to the shops. Even if we tried, we would still get the same response. We don't accept foreign currency. Pound sterling. That's what we accept here. So you've got to convert it. Same thing, conversion with ERC20. You have to convert it. And you do lose a little bit. You do. But in every transaction, that's what's going to happen. You are going to lose. Take this into consideration. You're going on holiday, Turkey, Greece, somewhere like that. You can't spend pound sterling on holiday. So you have to convert to euros, and when you go to the Bureau d'Exchange, they charge for that transaction. You pay them, and when you pay them, basically, they take a slice and give you what you want. Same principle. So yeah, really looking forward to this coming weeks and months, because I came across something yesterday. I tried to do it today, which is why I sent the email to Rob and see what he replies back with. If he replies back, I've had a look at GitHub and I've gone through what's there. Excellent. You know, to anybody that does that, who goes onto GitHub and washes the code so that it works, so that you can go into seeking you into Geordie Nation and the games. Brilliant. What I set out to do has been done. Now, one thing I'd like to say tonight, 7-ish, thereabouts, I'm going to do another. And again, we'll talk about Newcastle United, because Sunday hasn't come round yet. And hopefully, there's only two of you sitting in chat. I do realise people work. Yeah. In 2 days' time, I have a video call. And in that video call, I also had one this morning, which is why I couldn't have 11:30. It's busy. And I was actually on the phone at that time to Universal Credit. But yeah, I'll update you all the way going forward. So, to all of you who come in this afternoon, yeah, because it's a bit later, hope to see you all 7 p.m. or thereabouts. I won't be far. So thank you. And see you later. Oh, hold on. Got to end the poll. End the poll. What's that say? Sure. Okay. Right up.